Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 06.27.2025. Current time is 06:13 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend, folks. For you working stiffs out there, all you have to do is get through the day, and then you'll be starting your weekend. I'm starting my weekend already, folks. I guess I'm allowed to. I am Rich Roberts, your host here on the Friday morning coffee for 06.27.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. And that's exactly what we have is a Rumble Video Broadcast. And it's good to be here. And we made it to Friday. I hope everybody had a good week, despite the heavy heat that we had here this morning. We're a bit cooler. We got a lot of big overcast here, but you can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich. That's the mainstay of where I post everything basically. But there's other places. Just Google at Fireman Rich. Good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl is here, and glad to have you here. And the deplorables, good morning, coming in uh, with the second post here with the American flag. I like seeing the American flag there, deplorable. Great, thank you very much. Hope everything's all well. Are you ready for your camping trip out there? You got your lawn mowed? I got mine mowed yesterday, and it's looking nice out there. I might even sit. I was thinking about sitting out. I have this really nice lawn chair that I bought. It's high dollar, I guess. Bought it last year. I've only used it maybe 2 times, 3 times, and I'm thinking about just the yard is so inviting just to sit out back under the maple tree there and stuff. So, but thank you, deplorable, for the American flag. We salute it this morning. Thank you, um, and appreciate that. Uh, and I believe, let's see, deplorable. Yes, lawn mowed and at camp. Oh, you're at camp, heading out Tuesday, as Monday is supposed to be a lot of rain. Okay, so lawns are mowing here and at the camp. Okay, you're at the camp already for the weekend. Okay, so out there in northwestern Pennsylvania, just south across the border from Olean, if I believe you've told me that before, out there in along the southern tier of upstate New York. That's that line that goes straight across. That's known as the southern tier. I guess for Pennsylvania, it'd be known as the northern tier, right? The northern tier border, because the southern tier would be down towards Allentown and all that, south of Allentown and those towns down there, down south. But we are here nonetheless, and we are getting our day started here. I do have the morning coffee. It would not be a coffee broadcast if I did not have the morning coffee. Um, Camp is in Southern Tier. Oh, okay. Oh, Southern Tier, Pennsylvania, or New York? I think you said it was New York. I could be wrong. I'm still looking at those camping. Yeah, you camp on the tent there. I remember you saying, but I've been looking. I think it's the RPod series of trailers. They're looking really nice. I just need a trailer from I don't really need a trailer, but I like looking at the design and stuff. Oh, New York. Okay, New York, Salamanca. Okay, near Salamanca. Okay, that's southern tier there. So lives in Pennsylvania, but camps out here in New York. There's a lot of great camping places here in New York State as well as Pennsylvania. Some great camping areas. But I've been looking at the RPod model of trailers, and they're good for 2 people and stuff like that. Thamer, good morning. Coming in for Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope all is well with you. I hope you're staying cool in the heat over there in the desert. Not the desert, but Saudi Arabia. It's in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and appreciate you being here. we made it to the weekend, and but yeah, I got the lawns mowed. They look nice. Got it done just before the rain. We had a little bit of rain, not as much as I thought, but it was warm yesterday. We didn't have a heat advisory the last couple of days, but it's been hot and humid, and we have the air conditionings and fans off, as you can hear. You just hear the TV that the missus is listening to out in the living room, and uh, as far as that goes, so we got fans in here, and we bought some new fans. They're like a cylinder type, and they rotate. You got the big fan that has a big circle that's sitting over there in the corner, but then we got these cylinder fans. They take up less room, and we got them placed by the what I showed you for Wednesday, where the portable air conditioners are and stuff to sort of blow the air in and circulate the air, because it's always good to have circulation as far as that goes. And but we are broadcasting here on Rumble Studios into Rumble, where we currently have 2 people. Locals, we have 1. YouTube, we have none yet. We have 3 over here on the. How come that doesn't show up? Let's see. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, now I found it. We have 3 over there on YouTube, or no, on Twitch. I'm sorry, on Twitch. And then over on the Facebook, where Facebook Live, we're on the Real Fireman Rich. We're on Facebook on the Real Fireman Rich. How come that went down? Let's see. Oh, here we are. You can hear that. We're on the Facebook there. So we're on the Facebook, and we're also on X Live, where we currently have 1 person. We have 1 person on X Live. Good morning to the 1 person there on X Live. We like being on X Live. And then we're also on Kick. I forgot to bring up Kick. Let's see. Let's bring up Kick. Kick. Let's see. And we have nobody on Kick right now. So let's see. Thamer says good morning. Tina saying good morning to Thamer, and Thamer saying good morning to Tina in the chat. So we have the chat going and stuff like that. So we're on 7 platforms, folks. And the other night I did broadcast Lord of the Rings online on 4 of the broadcasts. We're bringing the gaming back to Rumble, as far as that Rumble Studios, as far as that goes. And I sort of came down to the conclusion that Prism Live Studios is a good platform, but I'm not paying $9 and not $9.99. You might as well say $10 a month for that service, because I don't stream as much, and we could get it done here on Rumble Studios just as well. We go from 1080p to 720, but 720 is great as well. You can't beat the price. It's so we appreciate Rumble for that aspect of the platform, and but we always have seven platforms up during the morning coffee broadcast. I did do the audio podcast yesterday. I'll get that out of the way right now. That I forgot to tell I got it all done. It was like 40 minutes. I guess I did 40 minutes of this. Yap, 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 yap. And I forgot to tell a good story. And it was about, I'll save it for next week. Well, it'll be next Thursday, because next Tuesday we have the Mixcloud broadcast on July 1st. We have 3. We're going to be doing the Mixcloud July 1st. The Tuesday thing that I do, July 1st, July 15th, and July 29th. It's one of the few months. There's 3 Mixclouds in that month. But yesterday when I did the audio podcast, I'm putting it up and I'm uploading it, and I said, wait a minute, I didn't do an interesting story. And I had an interesting story there as far as that goes. Tony D, salute to you, my friend. Hashtag positive start to the day, PSTTD, and good morning from Tony.
Good morning, Tony.
There you go, Tony. Tony gets good morning from the missus. Good morning to Tony. And let's see, I got to check Facebook. Tony saying hi to Deplorable over there on Rumble Studios, as you can see. And So that's the thing about Rumble Studios. The client brings in all the comments except for Facebook, X Live, and Kick, even though there is a slot showing X Live and Facebook as far as that goes. And Tina's saying good morning to Tony also from the Twitch side. So I see all the comments there, and I think there's a way you can. I think you have to set it beforehand. You could set it up. I might set it up the comments right here, maybe. I wonder if I could do that now. Huh. Let me see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. What do we got here? Deplorable comments on the. Going to be a good one. Yes, it is. I just saw your comment on the broadcast there, Deplorable. Thank you very much. I gave you a thumbs up on that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's see. I need to go. And Tony saluting from the Twitch side. He's giving me a checkout. He's checking out all the platforms there as far as that goes. And Tony's saying hi to Tina. There it is. There's the Tony from the Twitch side, and he's also saying hi to Thamer. And so why is that for you? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything. Huh. I did see something before. No. Okay. And Deplorable saying good morning, my friend. Back to Tony there as far as that goes. Good to see. Everybody's being so kind. I like that. And Tina saying thanks to Thamer and Tony for saying hi. And there's we got Tony over there checking out. We're good on the comments from Tony. Tony D does this. He comes in and he'll check every platform and stuff. He's a multi-broadcaster. He's my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster there. He got me into doing this multicasting here and stuff. I just found the right platform to do it on. Was doing it on Restream, I guess, for a little bit there. You could do 3 platforms or something like that. And I think it works. For this particular broadcast, it works out quite well. So I do enjoy doing it because it brings you all in from the chat. And what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to look at if I can bring the chat in. Let me see. I'm in the, let's see, media, text. No, that's a text box. No. I thought there was a way you could do this. Is it in here somewhere? Let's see. There's the chat. I don't know. I'll have to look for it as far as find out how to. Studio. No, that's not it. Oh, you know what? It would be on. Would it be? No, it's not there. Is it design? Let's see. Text. Graphics. Add graphics. Dynamic. Overlays. Here we go. Overlays. Is it in here? That's the video clip. Overlays. Donations. View status. Oh, here it is. Live chat. Oh, but it's over there. Can't I move it? There's the chat. Yeah, okay, I found it. And viewable status. What's that? Viewable status. There we go. So we're going to have to move the... So there's the morning chat that we're looking at right now and stuff. I'll just bring that in, see how that works. I don't usually have this up, but the thing is that I'm going to have to move the little birdie here as far as the owl. Let's move the owl over here. How's that look? Yeah, that looks better. Then you can see the chat. There's the chat right there. So we'll run with the chat here for a little bit, see how that works. If we get a bad comment, I'm gonna have to turn it off. and that includes Captain Rehab comes in. He'll have fun with this. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave that right there as far as that goes. And but we are getting started here this morning. And Captain Rehab, yeah, Captain Rehab comes in. He'll have fun with this as far as that goes. He's not in here yet. He'll be there. There we go. So you can see the chat. So let's see. I believe, yeah, it doesn't tell you where you're coming in from, but it tells you can see the chat over here. So we'll leave that up. There's not a way you can make it bigger though. This is the first time I've ever used it. Okay, so we'll turn it down there. I know Tony has played with it, and that gives you the status of who we have on the platform. Of course, the people that are listening, because we do repurpose the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning broadcasts over there on Spotify for creators, and they're listening. So you'd have to look at, unless you're on Spotify, if you're on the Spotify platform, you can listen, but they also, I upload this in the video format on Spotify, so you can watch it in the video, I believe, on Spotify also. So I think that's pretty cool. So we'll leave that up there as far as that goes. And let's see. But currently here, as we're getting our day started, we have a temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit. 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's cool. I closed this window because of the noise, but the back window is open, as you can see, and there's nice cool air coming in, and it feels nice. It's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 17 degrees Celsius. So it's nice out. We got cloudy skies. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms, I think. We'll check in a minute here. But it looks like it's going to rain out there. It did rain a little bit. The lawn's mowed. The neighbor's lawn is not mowed. They mowed the same time we did last week, but they did do it this week. They might mow it this weekend. But we're going to have cloudy, slight chance of rain. High is 72, so that's cooler than yesterday. Yesterday we're up in the 80s. Winds out of the south by southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The sun rose this morning at 5:33 a.m., which is about 57 minutes ago. It's currently 6:30 a.m. And sun will be setting at 8:46 p.m. tonight. So we're pushing towards that 9 o'clock. And Thamer says 64. That's perfect. Yeah, 64. That's a nice temperature. Hang on for a minute, folks. I want to check something here real quick. I just want to check make sure the cats aren't eating extra food here. Oh, okay. What are you doing there? Trying to sneak? We got Jack's food covered. Okay. I just wanted to check because Jack's dish is up a little higher than the other ones, and we got a plate over it so the cats don't eat extra food. But yeah, 64 is a perfect temperature. It's nice and cool this morning, and it feels very nice as far as the cool air coming in through the windows out back as far as that goes. So it should be a nice day today. And let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Going to that. We have starting in, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:31 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:31 a.m. Currently, Phoenix is clear skies, 60. Oh, no, I read it backwards. It's 86. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois at 5:32 a.m. Chicago, the windy city of in Illinois. Sunny and clear in Chicago, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle, as I call it, we have at 6:32 a.m. and 6:32 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Cloudy sky, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. In I don't want that. I want the comment. Tina reports is letting us know that down there in central New Jersey, it's going to be 71 degrees today for the high. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. That's slower than we are. 64 for the low in New Jersey. Thank you, Tina. And let's see. Did Tony give us? Tony, you didn't give me your weather outlook there down in Warner Robins, Georgia. We'll come back to Tony if he decides to put that in there. If Tony pops in, but I know Tony is at work. He's a working stiff, so he goes in early to the job there to turn the wrench on the aircraft. So if you we'll just continue across the pond to the Atlantic Ocean. That's the nickname for the Atlantic Ocean, the pond. Let's see. Cork, Ireland at 11:33 a.m. Cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia. That's Milan, Italy. I say Milan, Italia. I'm speaking Italian. I've been to Milan. It's a beautiful city in northern Italy. In Milan, it's sunny and clear at 12:34 p.m., 88 degrees Fahrenheit. There in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where Thamer is from, his town, his city, at 1:34 p.m. It's sunny and clear, and they're at 109 degrees. That seems to be the constant there, I guess, this time of year, Thamer. Stay cool, my friend. Stay cool. Make sure you give those air conditioners a rest if you can. Sometimes they're going 24/7 for a long time, and I imagine they are out there in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So sunny and clear in Riyadh. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:34 p.m. Kuala Lumpur, sunny and clear, 82 degrees Fahrenheit at 6:34 p.m. And Tokyo, Japan at 7:34 p.m. in the early evening. It's raining again in Tokyo, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent of Australia, in the great country of Australia, Melbourne, Australia, at 8:35 p.m. in the evening, cloudy skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And then to the east, we have Sydney, Australia at 8:35 p.m. also, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see. How's it? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see. How's that look on the big screen? Yeah, it's readable, I guess. You can see there. And the people on Rumble right now, Twitch is winning. They got 4 people. There's 4 people. So Twitch is winning on the viewership. We'll have a little contest there, even though we can't see. I can't see. What is it? Let's see. That last one, it has a 0, but doesn't have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the last 0 that doesn't have a little box, a platform box. That's Kick. As far as that goes, that's the one that's right here. That's Kick. It's 0. Okay, they don't have a box. That's the one that's RTMP. So that goes to show you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 channels that we are broadcasting from, and you can see the thing there as far as that goes. And Thamer says the AC off at the moment. I have great insulation in my house. That's good. You keep it cool if you got the good insulation. That's the one thing. This house, it's a little breezy, but it's good as far as during the summertime. It does keep it cool if we should close it up ahead of time. That's good. And Deplorable says Twitch may be winning, but we are taller on Rumble. Oh, there we go. That's the spirit, Deplorable. No, Rumble's just waking up. Rumble, it fluctuates, between, those are the 2 big ones, Rumble and Twitch, as far as that goes. And, that will, I'm wondering, because before I came on, I did see, before I signed, before I went live, I guess, I did see over on the Read campaign, I had a couple Read campaigns for 10 minutes, or for 10 people. So if I get 10 people, I'm wondering if they're bringing that back because I can't get up to 25 people as far as that goes. Hey, Laura coming in from Norway. Glad to have you here, my friend. I know you've been over there probably yucking it up with Jim Figerty. Liam, he's been broadcasting and stuff like that. I've been lurking on his broadcast on an unsigned in Twitch account there yesterday and stuff. He was having fun with the as far as that goes. And Tina saying hello to Laura, who comes in from Norway, and we appreciate you, Laura, being here. We do have a thought for the day from Ralph. Ralph, one of my favorites, American essayist and poet, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Who, and Laura's saying hi to Tina back. A leading figure in the 19th century American literature and thought, a poet, essayist, lecturist, philosopher. Ralph Waldo Emerson is best known for his philosophy of individual and self-reliance. His works, such as Self-Reliance in Nature, encourages the return to their instincts, I guess it is. Instincts and live by their own values. You should have good values, though. I think he stresses that too. So, our thought for the day from Waldo, who's he lived up there in the greater Boston area there, outside the greater Boston area as far as that goes. We'll get to his quote and our thought for the day. And that is as follows. Don't waste yourself in rejection, nor bark against the bad, but chant the beauty of the good. I like that. I'm always for the good. Let me read that again. Let's see, we get this up here. Don't waste yourself in rejection, nor bark against the bad, but chant the beauty of the good. I like that. It's a good one. That is a good one. So what is he basically saying? He's suggesting that instead of resisting or laminating what is undesirable, just complaining basically, rejection, you're complaining about rejection, bad things and stuff like that. One should actively cultivate and celebrate good in the life and within oneself. Okay. I try to have a positive, as much crap that goes on in the world stuff. I try and start the day on a positive note. And this quote is hitting the nail with the hammer, the head of the nail with the hammer. It basically is emphasizing that fact. So that is a fantastic quote. It's something to think about as far as that goes. You don't want to waste yourself or time in rejection or bad things. You got to be aware of them. Okay. Don't get me wrong. You don't just stick your head in the sand. You have to be aware of them, but don't waste yourself in rejection. Especially if you're trying to, in business, you're trying to get ahead and stuff like that. Keep on pushing forward. That's a good thing as far as nor bark against the bad. You got bad things. I know I do my barking, my complaining and stuff. I try not to do it as much as what I used to do because if you would have known how much I did freaking complain, oh my God. It's like, I think back of those times like, man, what a horse's ass I was. But you should always chant or cheer and root for the good. I'm always for good, okay? Sometimes that can be hard as far as that goes. Fireman Rich just bought a new phone and got a very good deal on unlimited data. Okay. We'll be IRLing streams from me late June. Oh, okay. Well, we're in late June. Have you looked at a calendar, Laura? Today's the 27th. We only have 3 more days. Oh, July I meant. Okay. I was just going to say mid. We're past the mid. Okay, that will be good. We'll have to look for that as far as that goes. And Laura is it Laura? what I'm showing on the comments, is that your Twitch channel right there, Laura Gamis? I believe it is. I think it is, as far as that goes. So, what's this alert? We got an alert on Twitch or on X. And oh, thank you, Tony, for the salute. Greatly appreciated, my friend, on the X Live. Okay, saw the comment on the X Live. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So that's our thought for the day from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. You're laughing at your little mistake there and stuff. I just like when you said mid and end. I'm like, wait a minute, this month's almost over with. Did not flip my calendar? Yeah, I did flip my calendar. Let's see the national day today. We got national. Do I have them in here? Do I get a pair of those? I don't think I have a pair. No. Sunglasses. Today's, I don't have my sunglasses. National Sunglasses Day. That's a good one. National Onion Day. I don't know. Onions are good. Well, I had onions in my salad last night. National PTSD Awareness. That's important. That's now. I say positive start to the day, and I always go hashtag PSTTD. But PTSD awareness is very important because a lot of people that have been in combat or have been in stressful situations do have post traumatic syndrome. I guess that's what it's called. That's what it's called? PTSD. Yeah, post traumatic stress disorder. We're not going to go with that one, but that's an important thing to be aware of. I know some people that do have that or have that. There's people that have comfort dogs, service dogs, to keep their stress level down and stuff, and that's an important thing. So, and Laura says to Thammer, thank you for follow back. Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you, Thammer, too. Appreciate that. Continuing with our National Day. I'm working. Let's see. We got National Orange Blossom Day. I like oranges. Oranges are good, but I think got to go with this one. And Tina, you're gonna really like this one, and you know it's gonna be a foodie. You know when I directed at Tina, it's a foodie. She loves the foodie ones. National Ice Cream Cake Day. We should have bought one. Oh, we got ice cream in the freezer. We got a box of ice cream, right? We bought this big box of ice cream and sandwich. Huh? We got to make sure we have an ice cream sandwich today.
Yeah.
That'll be our ice cream cake. When we went to BJ's Wednesday morning after the broadcast, we did go, and Tina like said, she goes, yes. Oh, bless you. Ice cream is yummy. Yes, it is. Yeah, we went there primarily because they have freshly ground meat, but the grinder was gone. So we're getting up to the cash register. We have some stuff. We have these circular fans that we bought, or cylinder fans, I should say. We bought 2 of them, and some other things. We're going up there, and all of a sudden, the missus, let's get a box. You got the box of ice cream we put back because we didn't realize. We didn't think we were going to have enough room in the freezer, but it's a box. They have ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cones, and ice cream. What do you call those? Creeps, ice cream on a stick there and stuff. But we're going to go with National Ice Cream Cake Day. That's a good one. Who doesn't like an ice cream cake, especially on the summer, especially during the summer? National Ice Cream Cake. Hashtag National Ice Cream Cake Day. On June 27th each year, brings 2 celebration favorites together under one delicious treat: cake and ice cream. And in the height of summer, an ice cream cake creates the perfect dessert for just about any occasion. Yes, it does. It does create. Yes, we get them at the BJ's too. Oh, do you? The ice cream there? Yeah, BJ's is great. They're great. They're yummy. I don't know why I'm putting this up here. You guys can see this up here, right here. I've got the comments down here, but you're putting the comments up here. I'm highlighting the comments. Okay. Ice cream cake makers build these treats out of their favorite ice cream into the shape of a cake. And they can add many different ingredients too, whether you like cookie crumbs, sponge cake, fudge, fruit, caramel between the layers. They make delicious things happen. And they have a place where they bake these cakes right there at BJ's and stuff. It's even the grocery stores. They what is it? The grocery side of Walmart. They make their ice cream cakes there too. Um, then they take a step further with amazing decoration styles and make the ice cream cake take special form. Just like baked cakes, ice cream cakes are decorated to fit the theme of any. Why not just buy one just to have one? That's the way I look at it. Um, and Thamer says, always put pecans with a. Yeah, that's a good combination right there, Thamer. That's a good one. That is a good one. And then Laura says, have some ice cream with no sugar, no added sugar here. And the taste is good. As I have. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to be careful. You can still have some. I guess as a diabetic, you can still have a little sugar, but you got to be very careful. Hardly affects my blood sugar. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, people with the diabetes, they got to be careful of their blood sugar count, their stuff. I worked with some individuals that had diabetes and stuff, and one gentleman there, he passed away. He just he couldn't recover from an episode that he had and stuff like that, which was a shame because he was too young. He was my lead technician when I started at the job there as far as working. Good guy, brother firefighter too. He was a fire chief at his local fire department, and I think about him every once in a while. He's a good guy. Good guy. We had our differences. He had our differences. So today is hashtag National Ice Cream Cake Day. And Tina says she's on dialysis. I measure 1 cup. I can't have a day, so I get non-dairy. Non-dairy, yeah, which is actually not that bad as far as compared to. Remember when they first came out with non-dairy? Oh, not that good. It didn't taste that good. Let's see. Like I said, yesterday we had the audio podcast minus the positive story, so we'll have to make that up next Thursday. But I did get a podcast out. We talked about a few things as far as that goes. Breyer's non-dairy is good. Oh, okay. So I'm reading this comment right here on the thing now. So I got to remember they're up here, so I don't have to post them down here. So there we go. And that way, if I miss a comment, the other people there can find it, stuff like that. Tina says Laura says, Tina, many complications that come with it, unfortunately. Yes, they do. Yes, true. So we will do the positive story next Thursday on the audio podcast because, like I said, Tuesday it's going to be a Mixcloud broadcast day. We do have 100 years ago. What are we doing at time? 40. Well, okay, we're doing good time. We'll get to 100 years ago. For the 100 years ago, I'm going to turn the comments off because I want to have a clear screen. Let's see. Where did we find the comments? That's on Studio. Okay, I know how to turn on and off the comments. Let's see. Where was that? Oh, right there. Okay. Okay, we'll turn this stuff off first, and we're going to be going into 100 years ago on Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40. I did preview or we did air this. Let me see. Let me change. I got to put this on a different page here. Okay, how are we doing our broadcast? It says we're unstable for some reason. Huh. Fox 40, I actually present this during yesterday's audio podcast there, the Fireman Rich audio podcast on Spotify. If you want to check it out, just Google or just search on Spotify at Fireman Rich and you'll see it there. But they have a new person, and I don't think he's as good as Roger Luther. Roger Luther must be on vacation. He's the regular gentleman, the regular people that are the regular chatters that are in the chat box there. You know who I'm talking about. But this new guy, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Not too sure as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and bring this up. And not that guy. That's the nerdy news guy that took over the young lady. So I don't know where the young lady went. But we're going to go ahead and bring this in, and we'll talk about it.
Tonight we'll continue our segment sharing some of Broome County's past, brought to you by UHS. Delivering that for us now is Fox 40 reporter Mike White, filling in for Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther. Mike?
100 years ago today, a meeting was held at the Chamber of Commerce last night to discuss plans for celebrating the 125th anniversary of the founding of Binghamton. It was decided that the celebration would be held in conjunction with the opening and dedication of the new memorial bridge over the Shenango River on Labor Day, September 7th. The 1925 edition of the Binghamton City Directory is now available and based on the number of names. In this edition, the present population of the city is estimated to be about 75,000 people. Several handsome new houses are planned to be built this year in the exclusive residential district at Avon Road near Riverside Drive. Finally, 4 boys who have been living in tents have been arrested and now admit that they are the thieves who have been robbing from refrigerators throughout the city over the last several months. And that was the news, June 25th, 1925.
Okay, so that guy, what the hell? That's what I was. I don't know. I could understand him. He had sort of like a New York City, Boston accent. He's not Roger Luther, that's for sure. And it just didn't flow. Did you see that? Did you feel that way too? Because Tina's saying, "What the hell?" Oh shoot, I lost it here. Let me see. Let me go back here. Yeah, I just I'm saying what the hell too, as far as that goes. Tina says, "What the hell?" Is this? That's what it just didn't flow, and he seems smug. Yeah, it's that accent. That's a typical. I almost want to say it's a New York City accent. He obviously, I think he came up from New York City, and he almost has like a Boston accent as far as that goes. And Tina says, yes, it didn't flow. I mean, I played this yesterday, and it's not history. It's not history if the reporter didn't have gray hair. That's a good point. But reviewing, the first one there that they were talking about, 100 years ago today, a meeting was held at the Chamber of Congress last night to discuss plans to celebrate. This is 100 years ago, the 125th anniversary of the forming of Binghamton, the city of Binghamton. So today, Binghamton is 220, at 100 years, that's 225 years. So congratulations, Binghamton. And I like the last one, even though about the 4 boys that had been living in a tent. They've been arrested, and they admitted now that they were the thieves who were robbing refrigerators throughout the city for several months. Well, it's probably because they were hungry. If you're hungry, you're gonna steal things and stuff like that. And I still have like 75% dark hair for some strange reason. Oh, okay. Do you? As far as being older, mine's all white and gray. I've lost my color as far as that goes. And Tina, she's laughing at Thammer as far as it's not history. The reporter, if the reporter doesn't have gray hair. So that's encouraging to know that he is only there temporarily. Thank God. Thank God for that, right? Oh. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. We'll see you later. Say hi to Hal for us. But we'll hopefully it'll be good to see Roger Luther back again and stuff like that. So let's see. In other history here, let's see what we have. In other history, we have let's see, going down the list here. And where's the rest of the history here? We have any extra history? Oh, here it is. Madagascar gained independence from France in 1960. Wow, I thought they. And let's see. Was that yesterday's? I don't know if that was for yesterday. So let me go to the AP side here. Let's see. AP. I'm waiting for my Surface 3 to fire up here, guys. Wait for it to fire up. Okay, here we go. It was back on June 27th, 1957. Hurricane Audrey slammed into the coast of Louisiana and Texas as a Category 5 storm, causing 600 deaths. That's not a good thing. 1844, Mormon leader Joseph Smith and his brother were killed by a mob in Carthage, Illinois. I think that's when they were traveling out west to Utah on their travels there from New York. I had some friends I went to high school with that were Mormon and stuff like that, so I'm aware of the Mormon religion. And let's see, in 1950, the UN Security Council passed a resolution calling on member nations to help South Korea repel an invasion from the north. Where were they for Ukraine? I'm just saying. We're not going to get into it, though. And I think that's it. That's all we had here as far as on history. So let's see. Let's go to sports. Going to sports, we have in Major League Baseball starting Wednesday night, we have the New York Yankees. They beat the Reds. Good. They're finally winning now. They beat the Reds, and the Mets beat the Braves. That's good. So what did Philly do? Did they pick up a game on Philly? Let's see. Standings, American National League. Mets are back in first place by half a point game. Okay, go Mets, go. Let's go Mets. Let's see. Last night we had the Mets beating the Braves again. Yes, the Mets, go Mets. The New York Mets. Phillies lost to the Astros. That's why. So they lost 2 days in a row. So they're half a game ahead. The Yankees were off. Today, the Mets will be playing the Pirates out there in Pittsburgh, and the Yankees will be hosting the Athletics. And that's who they're playing this weekend for the weekend series. So we'll come back Monday morning to find out what happened in there. Yesterday, there was a soccer game, folks. There was a soccer game. It was for the FIFA. I keep on saying FIFA, and the missus told me, just say FIFA. I said, okay, FIFA. Manchester City played Juventus. They were both 2-0. They were both in the same group, but Manchester City is undefeated as far as they won yesterday, 5-2. I had my jersey on. Let me go to the Twitch or to the X. Let's go to X. Let me bring up X here. Got to bring up X because I've got some pictures there. concerning that. Let's go ahead and bring up my X page. Let's see. How do we do that? Let's see. There's the X page. I'm going to bring up my X page. There we are on the X. There's my X page, and you can see we're broadcasting there on X Live. And as far as that goes, there's the we're a little bit. We got two people over there on X. So if I cursor all the way down to yesterday, and there, see, I didn't have a picture of the interesting story, so I just used that picture for my audio podcast there. 45. Let's see. On the comments, Thamer says Manchester City will face Al Ahly on from Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Okay, but it's a Riyadh team in the round 16 qualifier. Yeah, they go. I guess the win yesterday, they delay meeting up with Madrid because Madrid. So who do you think will win that game, Thamer? Who do you think will win that game? I'm going for Manchester City. So there's the kickoff as far as that goes. I do post Manchester City's. There was a goal 9 minutes in, so it was already 0-1. The second goal, they ended up scoring a goal to tie it, okay, Juventus. But then there was a second goal. It was by the other team. He kicked the ball into his own team's goal. So that was pretty funny. Oh, I gotta Manchester City emoji. I gotta work on that. I have to work on that one, Lore. Man City, hopefully. I hate the neighboring team. Oh, the other Manchester team, yeah. So there was a goal there. There's me just before the game, and you can see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Manchester City shirt. It was gifted to me by my good friend and my fellow teammate on PUBG Battlegrounds, Wingnut. Wingnut sent me that. So I wear that during the games, and you can see the coach is talking to the goalie. So there's the picture of me on the wearing my being the fan that I am. That's even better than Man City. Hopefully, I hate the neighboring team. Yeah. So that's me just before the game yesterday, showing my support for the team that I am a fan of now, as far as that goes. So I think I don't take many selfies, but I want to get the shirt in there. So you'll probably be seeing a picture of me when I watch the game and stuff like that, because I post everything during the game. I do post everything that Manchester City posts on theirs. So of course there was another goal that made it 1-2. Oh no, that was the guy who kicked the ball in, and then there's Daka. He got the first goal 9 minutes in. That guy can play. He can play. It was a 1-2. And then they did their subs. There was another goal that made it 1-3 for Manchester City, and then they got some more subs. They're celebrating. Then there was another goal. It's 4-1, and so 4-1. They did some more subs, and then there was another goal, 5-1. So the final score was 2-5 as far as that goes. And let's see, in Riyadh. Oh, I see. You got two teams in Riyadh. In Riyadh, we have two big teams. Okay, Al Ahly and my team, Al Nassr, which the famous player Cristiano Ronaldo played for. Oh, okay. So there's two teams, because there's two. I thought you meant Manchester City, Thamer. Because there's two teams, and so okay. So, but like Thamer said, the what is it? The next game will be let's see, and I think it's on the 30th. They said it's Monday the 30th, which is Manchester City and Al Harta. Let's see if we can bring this up. No, that's not it. Let's see. Can we bring that up? Yeah, it's this is the next game right there. It's going to be Manchester City. This is on ESPN, so I'm following it on ESPN as far as that goes. And let me see something else. Let's see statistics. So that's the statistics so far, as far as their groups and stuff like that. So Manchester City, like I said, won yesterday, 5-2, and they're my team. I do enjoy watching them play, as far as that goes. And so their next game is going to be next Monday, the 30th, and it's going to be against one of the two teams from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So that should be pretty good, right there. So it should. Who do you think will win that game, though, Thamer? Who are you pulling for the hometown favorite or Manchester City? Manchester City's playing some good. They're the only ones that are undefeated in their groups, in all the groups there. So, as you can see, so that's going to be the game. It'll be on DAZN. There it is on 6:30. Oh, it's a 9 p.m. So that's going to be a late night for Wingnut, as far as that goes. So, oh no, I don't want them to go so far. They will wrap it to our face. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, all right, Amber. But there was soccer. We're following the soccer. We're following the FIFA Club World Cup, and I'm very embedded into the soccer game and stuff like that. Now we are starting something there, and we have some tennis going on at Wimbledon currently. Okay, and let's see. We do have in men's singles at this time. There's no Americans in the men's singles right now. They got all beaten. So let's go ahead and share this. This is what I found. Let me get my camera off. Those are the current. That's the current games that are going on right now. Okay. So so there's a lot of tennis going on right now, folks. Or no, this was this yesterday? No, that was yesterday. So no, that was Thursday. So they're not playing today. This is yesterday. So they're not going to pick up again until next week, the 4th of July weekend. So this is where it stands as far as let's see if we have standings. Do we have standings? No, we don't. And Thamer says Manchester City definitely has the upper hand. Oh yeah, they're playing really good ball. I mean, I guess that was evident yesterday, as far as that goes, Thamer. I agree. I'm just trying to find some. Let's see. Let me see what they have here. Wimbledon standings. Let's see. Current. Let's see the results. Do we have any results? Okay, this is on the Wimbledon page right here. So these are there's a lot of play going on right now. Oh, the biggest game in Wimbledon will start in at the 30th of the month. Okay, so that's next week. So let me see. What's the 30th? They've got on. Oh, maybe that's the women's. Okay, that's on the women's side. Okay. All right. Here's the schedule. This is the women's. So it's the women's. Which game's going to be the big games, Thammer? You know the tennis. Which game will be the big game? Oh, we got a second. Okay, we got another American down here. We got a couple American females. What's the game we need to key in? What's the key game? Because I don't know squat on the teams. You're more you're more knowledgeable than I am as far as that goes. Captain Rehab. Let's see. Most games, Tamer says most games have been played is all the lower ranked players. Okay. So Captain Rehab, good morning. And Tina, she's over on Hal's broadcast right now. Captain Rehab, you missed her. Okay, so Thammer is saying let's look for this particular VJ. Let's see, which game is that? Let's see. Let's find that game. Thammer's our tennis expert, VJ Eggenberg. Which game is that? Oh, this is the one right here. Oh no, let's see. VJ Edgercombe. Let's see, Edgercombe. Where's Edgercombe? Where is it? I don't see it. There's so many players here. This is the 30th, right? Yeah. Monday the 30th. Not there. We're looking for it. I'm not seeing it. Going down the list. This could be a hot game. That's the hot American right there. I'm not seeing that name. Oh, there's a long list here. Oh. VJ Edgecombe. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying which match is that? I can't find the match here. What nationality is the person? Oh, let me see. Vegicombe is very. We're checking out the tennis here. He's a basketball player, Captain Rehab. What are you throwing? We're talking about tennis, for God's sake. Come on. Get with the program, my friend.
If you're paying attention.
What's that?
He's just seeing if you're paying attention.
Well, I don't know the player. He throws up a name. It looks like a tennis player's name, and Captain Rehab screwing around. Need to look it up. In the 2nd of July, games will be scheduled when the players' lower rankers qualify. Okay. We're not talking about basketball anymore. Captain Rehab is like, that is a basketball player, right? VJ, whatever. Yeah, I looked. You made me look. Okay. Oh, okay. You're probably laughing your ass off right now. Oh, I made Fireman Rich look. VJ Edgecombe is a Bahama professional basketball player for Philadelphia. Is he a tennis player? I don't think so. Prior to the NBA, he played. It's a freaking basketball player, Captain Rehab. Man, I'm not even going to put your comments up anymore. We're talking about tennis. You're supposed to be one of the tennis experts here on the broadcast, along with Thammer there. Can you come in here as far? Oh, the draft. We're not talking about the draft. I could care less about the draft. I do not. I've said that before. I don't care about the NFL draft, the NBA draft, the NHL draft. It just like they highlight that to where it's going to, as if it's better than the games. No. Thammer says, so players in high ranks don't have to play in the start of the tournament. They wait for other players. Okay. As far as that goes. And see, this is why I turned the chat off. We had the visible chat on earlier. And this is why I turned the chat off, because Captain Rehab's just thrown up. Okay, so Coco Gauff. Okay. She's playing the Ukrainian on the 30th. Okay, so this is what Captain Rehab said. Now that's a tennis player, Captain Rehab. There you are. You're doing your job now. There you go. That's one of the Americans there and stuff like that. So and then the other one, let's see, Jessica. Let's see about this one here. Let's see about this one here. Jessica will be playing. Oh, she plays today. Jessica plays today, as far as that goes. She plays. Oh, bring up the owl. She plays today. That's Jessica. She plays today, as far as that goes. So, let's see. Wimbledon website has. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Thammer. They have the schedule. Let's see. Let's go to this. They have the schedules here. What upcoming? Here's the upcoming. Currently, there's no upcoming matches. Let's see. Schedules. Oh, okay. Here's the schedules. Let's see. They got them all completed. So let's see. Let's go. Yeah, they're not going past the 26th for some reason. So we're talking about Wimbledon. Let's see. Wimbledon 10 scores. And then who is that other person you're talking about? Let's see. So we have a whole host of, let's see, Captain Carlos. Let's see. This is another game Captain Rehab is talking about. Carlos. He's playing today. We'll go ahead and highlight him. This is another player, I guess Captain Rehab says is a good player. So there's that player. And then Francis. Let's see what Francis is. And there's Francis, the American. I thought all the Americans got shut out. I guess he's playing. Oh, he plays Monday. Okay. Looks like he's playing the Swede. And Sinner. Yeah, where's Sinner? We got to look for Sinner there. Let me look for Sinner here. Let's see. Sinner. Oh, he's playing a countryman. Okay, he is ranked number 1. Okay, here's Sinner. He plays. He'll play the third. Okay, he's playing the 30th. This is the Italian we got to keep track of. It looks like he's playing his countryman. Okay, so but he's ranked. He's seeded number 1. Italian against an Italian. That's at 6 a.m. That's Eastern time. So they start early because it's a 5-hour difference. So that's next Monday, as far as that goes. And let's see, what else do we got here? Double J's, hey, how you doing? This is all qualifiers. You're talking. Yeah, this is qualifiers, exactly. I'm aware of that, Double J's. Glad to have you, Double J's. Good morning from the Southern Tier to your undisclosed location. Wimbledon may draw. Main draw starts the third. Yeah, that weekend. I know the final is right. It's always during the 4th of July weekend, it seems. They're the end of Wimbledon. So, but the center game should be a very good game, I think Thamer is referring to. So there's our thing. We're following tennis, so we'll be talking about tennis. And we've got some tennis folks there. Thamer, Captain Rehab, and Double J's. They know tennis. I don't know squat about tennis, folks, but I'm learning, just like I learned about soccer. So there is other sports other than let me bring my camera back up. There is other sports other than baseball and football and basketball. And Captain Rehab with that. Oh, Captain Rehab, what are we going to do with you, my friend? What are we going to do with you? Let me go ahead and bring this back up. You got to be nice because I have this up now, Captain Rehab, so you guys can see each other's comments. The live chat. There's the live chat right there. As far as that goes, I can bring that up. So be nice. Be nice, okay? Let's see. We've been on for an hour and 14. I got to take a break here, folks. I got to take a break. My coffee's getting cold. I still have some coffee, but it's cool. So let's go ahead and take a break here, and I will be back, and we'll come back. We have a good broadcast going so far, and I do appreciate all the comments that are being there. In let's see, we got 14. Do we have a camp? I'm trying to. Do we have any campaigns? No campaigns as of yet. Before I start, Captain Rehab, just to let you know, before I went live, the campaign tab, the Read campaign, it had several campaigns, Read campaigns, and one of them was a coffee one, okay, for 10 viewers, and I've got 14 viewers, so I'm just wondering where it is. So see if you guys can contact some people in your social listings and stuff like that, and tell them to come over here so we can do a Read comp. Not that I care, but we're going to go ahead and take a break, folks, and we will be right back. I'm going to go refresh my coffee here, and we'll be back for the second half of the Friday morning coffee. So you guys hang loose, and we'll be right back. back. We are back here on Friday morning coffee for 06.27.2025. And I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, where is my mainstay for posting here on the social media feeds. We are on other platforms where we do some posting. Not as much. Everything I post, because I post everything on X, and then I like the broadcast, the podcast, those links get on there. But the soccer game, like we showed on just before the break here, about I post everything about soccer if I'm watching the soccer game. That won't get on other platforms. So that's why I say Twitch is my main, or X is my mainstay as far as posting on social media feeds. But there are other platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where they're at. We got the morning coffee here, and we are currently on Rumble Studios with 7 platforms broadcasting into Rumble, where we have 3 people, 1 person on locals, nobody on the YouTube, 2 people on Twitter. We went down. We went from 14 to 14 before the break. Now we're at 6. So 2 people on Twitch, and over on the Facebook Live, Tony D did leave a happy face like he usually does. There's nobody there. Kick, we're on Kick. Why, I don't know, but we're on Kick. We could broadcast over there, so why not broadcast over there? And then we're over on X Live, of course. And on X Live, we have 2 folks over on X Live. Thank you very much for the 2 folks that are over on X Live. And we're on a total of 7 platforms. I always like to say 7 platforms, a network of 7 platforms. And we do enjoy and have fun doing that. So we got the first half there, the regular format that I usually do. And we had some fun. We have a new segment now that we're going to be highlighting tennis, because Wimbledon is going on. Of course, the FIFA Club World Cup soccer matches are going on. Also, the United States is hosting that event, and so we're going to be highlighting those. Of course, I'm a Manchester City fan, Manchester City Football Club fan. And we got some interest on tennis, so we'll be going over tennis during the sports there, as far as who the hot hands are, because we have some very knowledgeable people in the chat. Thammer, Captain Rehab coming in from the City of Brotherly Love, and also Double J's. And I do appreciate that input, guys, because you're getting me reinterested in tennis once again. You know, as far as looking at the pages there, as far as the players and stuff like that. So I'll probably watch, maybe not this week, but probably 4th of July weekend, because that's usually when the highlight finals are. I'll probably end up watching some matches now, or at least have it up on the TV here and stuff. Okay, we're going to go into our second half, which basically we look at some of the local news web pages. And full disclosure, I have no association with any of these web pages or any of these news agencies, but we already highlighted Fox 40 100 years ago. That's a local Fox affiliate in Vestal. We look at WEBO, the radio station that's here in Owego. We have WBNG, which is Channel 12 CBS. Up there in Johnson City, Channel 34, which is in Binghamton. Yeah, Binghamton. WENY, I believe they're NBC. They're out there in Elmira to the west. And Channel 18 out of Elmira. That's also an NBC affiliate. They're all local. We look at their web pages, and I try and present those articles that they have, to give you an idea what the southern tier of upstate New York is like, where I live and reside. And this is where I call home. But I have no affiliation with any of those news agencies, okay? I'm just a consumer of their news. So Let's see what we got here on Fox 40. Not seeing anything on Fox 40. New solar law in Vestal sets new conditions for commercial solar development. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see what that one is about. I, yeah, they got an Vestal, New York. That's one of the communities over there in Broome County. And let's see what this one is about. They're talking about new solar law in Vestal. So that would be a town. That would be a town law. Okay, they're not. So this is a new solar ordinance in Vestal. New conditions for commercial solar development. So let's see what this one about. I'm interested in solar. I'm interested in solar to where let's see. We got to turn all this stuff off here again. Let's turn that off. Turn that off and that off. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what this one's about. Second article from Fox 40. And we'll go ahead and share it. There it is. And we'll see what this is all about. No, we don't want that. We want that. There we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Is up for a final vote, and the public gets one last chance to weigh in. The proposed law would set restrictions for commercial solar farms in industrial and commercial zones, including strict rules on setbacks, screening, and environmental protections. Projects would need at least 4 acres and go through a full review process for homeowners. The law says solar-friendly homeowners can still install rooftop or backyard panels for personal use. The town board says the goal is to expand clean energy while protecting the neighborhoods. The hearing starts at 6 p.m. at Vestal Town Hall. The vote will follow immediately after.
Okay, so what this is basically talking about, each town, they have their supervisor, the councilman, town board. The town of Vestal is voting on. There's solar farms that are going. There's one that just got started over there in Apple Lake, and that's where I grew up. There's a solar farm. It used to be a driving range, but they changed it out to where they have a lot of solar farms. So they got solar farms. So they're making an ordinance to where you got to have at least 4 acres of property to put out these big. They're like maybe 100 plus 100 watts of per panel or something like that, if not more, 500 watt panels. I'm not sure what they are, but you'll see them. And a lot of them are cropping up around the area. I think down there, Tioga Downs, the casino here in Tioga County. There is a casino here. It's called Tioga Downs. They have a solar farm, but the town of Vestal, I guess, is just a change where these solar farms are starting to come up. And the one in Appalachian is like, there's at least I would say about 8 to 10 acres of land that is consumed by those panels. Big Juice, how you doing? I see those all the time. People have them in the back. Oh, those are roof ones. These are the ones where you're actually seeing you're seeing a couple acres worth of solar panels. That's what they're talking about in this ordinance. They don't have an ordinance that gives guidance. So this town, most towns will just approve it, but I guess the town of Vestal, they're a little picky on building up their area and stuff like that. And I've seen them on the ground too. Yes, exactly. Big Juice, and glad to have you here, Big Juice. Good morning to you. Hope all is well out there in Ohio, your way and stuff. It's a little cooler today. So this morning here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So I imagine it's a little cooler your way there. So glad to have you here, my friend. So that's just a town ordinance. They didn't show anything about solar or anything like that. So I used to be on a town board or village board, I should say. I was a trustee for a couple of years. I couldn't wait to get out of it because it's just like it's a whole different. I don't know. It was a rude awakening. I was also a couple years before I left to volunteer. I was a fire commissioner and that had nothing to do. Being a fire commissioner in a township has nothing to do with the fire department. You're just managing the money so that you can operate, and nothing. It's just. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we're back up to a total of 14 people. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else is on Fox 40. For the news here, do we have anything news-wise? Okay, after that article, I am not seeing anything. Let's go over to WEBO. What do we got on WEBO? And I'm not seeing anything on WEBO. Oh, how many? That's a good question. I think I was fairly fair. Okay. I didn't make any enemies, but there's some people that came in I don't really like, because it's you got to deal with the people that come in, Double J's, and it's like you know, some of these people you could throw common sense out the window, because it's like, really, I'm looking over at the mayor. It's like, and he sees me looking. It's like, are we really going to entertain this? They got some things. We had some. I think we had some instances of people couldn't. We had one complaint. A neighbor had The neighbor had chickens and a rooster, and the neighbor came in and said they're not supposed to have that because of village law. And I said, you know what? We looked at it, and it's like, village law says they can have up to 2 or 3 chickens, and that's exactly what they had. So we couldn't say anything against it. So it was interesting. Big Juice says, I was just wondering what they do during winter season, how they get their power without this. No, you'll be surprised how much power, how much solar the solar panels can collect. I've set my solar panels out in the winter. It actually is almost more sun, unless you're in even through the clouds. These solar panels now, even if it's a cloudy day, the sun rays go through. They cut through, and you'd be surprised. They do get a lot of, just because it's cloudy doesn't mean they're generating power. They do generate power, Big Juice. I know that firsthand, because I've got 2 sets of Harbor Freight 100 watt. They're each are 100 watt total. They're 3. Well, one has 3 panels, and the other one has 4 panels. No, they're 45 watt. I'm sorry. They're 45 watts, so I got a total of 90 watts. They're very low end. They're a trickle charge type solar panel. Rich doesn't like too many people. I'm surprised he even likes me. I like everybody, Big Juice. I like everybody. Can I say I don't like? Yeah, I could say, yeah, there's a few people. But and then, the people you could say I don't like, I don't even pay any attention to anymore. So it's not a matter. I don't give them any attention. You can't have the people inside your head, so to speak. That was some wise words told to me by our good friend Ted Hicks down there in down in Long Island and stuff, which is a good statement. But it's all good fun. You keep it positive, because I tell you, the people that come at you, that want to make you have a bad, you just kill them with kindness. That's a saying we had at the day job. You kill people with kindness and stuff like that, even when they're in your face yelling, "Oh, you're doing great!" It's just like they hate that. I don't like using the word hate, but they get them more frustrated, because they want to see. It's just like here on this internet, you get the trolls that come in. They want to get you charged up and stuff like that. But I tend to say I like everybody that cross paths. I mean, I talk to complete strangers when I'm out shopping with the missus and stuff like that, and the people I meet up are very good people. As far as there's always somebody wanting to talk and stuff, and I seem to get those type of people. Let's see, what else do we got here? There's nothing on WEBO. Let's see, WNBF. Let's see. And let's see, Double J says, what's Double J? Oh, thank you, Double J's. Rich is a stand. I like to try and I tend to. Here's my thing, Double J's. I want to be one of the good guys. Okay. And thank you for saying that I'm a stand-up guy. But his overseas experience, but with his experience, not any locals who haven't seen the outside of the world will be a roadblock. Well, that's the thing. The people that have not had that experience, Double J's, And that's an education in itself, the traveling around. I've said that before, and I know you do a lot of traveling yourself. So I totally agree with that. As far as that goes, I have some people that haven't been out of the state here in years and stuff like that. Big Jew says, Rich, you were already a good guy way before this. You were a firefighter, for God's. Yeah, I was an okay guy, but I was a shithead. I can look in the mirror and say there was times I had my moments that I was a real horse's ass. My father would say. I was into that debating, disagreement. You don't know what. I've come to terms that people they look at things through their different lenses and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying as far as that goes. And but I think it's better. I think it's less stressful when you're in a good mood and you're a good person. So those people that are yelling in your face, if you just say, okay, yeah, I don't think you're correct in saying that, my friend. And they just I said that when I was on the local village board here and stuff. And this freaking one person I remember, he just went berserk. He stormed out. It's like, well, we try to accommodate him. I'm not going to get in a tizzy because there's more important things to worry about. And that's the thing. There's always more important things to worry about as far as that goes. So, but that particular gentleman is concerned. He had a concern, but was it all that important compared to some other things? No. So it's priority. So it's common sense. Common sense in a matter of speaking. You had your moments, but you had the misses. Oh yeah. My life changed. That was from day one. Double J's. I can tell you that from a fact. Yeah, day one. It's just like, and in saying that, let's just say there was a couple times I had two oopses. I had a little bit too much of the drinky and stuff. She could have tossed me out. But I'm very blessed and I'm appreciative of the misses there of the relationship that we have for 39 years. This year is 39 years of marriage and stuff like that. You better be good to him or he will stand still when you're. Well, I don't do the fire bit anymore there, Dammer. So, but no, even if I didn't like the person, that's where you put that. When you're a firefighter, no, that doesn't even. You just got to do the job and stuff. Even if the person is an asshole or something like that, you're going to try and save their house and stuff like that. Especially if the person, the person could be a bad person. The person could be a criminal, but if they're in a fire situation, you don't think about that as a emergency services. All you're thinking about is helping your fellow human being. As far as that goes, and that's a great calling, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful that I was able to survive it because I know some people personally in the past, especially when I was at Air Force, that they didn't make it and stuff. And I had some close calls and stuff like that. So it's just reflecting back on one's life. You really appreciate life when you start thinking about that realistically, as far as that goes, and that's a good thing. Some people say, "Oh, I don't care." That doesn't matter. A lot of things do matter. And some people just throw them to the wind, and I don't think that's a good thing. It comes back to bite you, I guess, in a manner of speaking. Let's see. There's nothing on WNBF that I'm seeing. Let's see. Let's go to WBNG. EcoFlow Wave 3 portable air conditioned rapid cooling. Oh, that's a commercial. We don't want that. Let's see. Double J's is saying, yeah, but being a firefighter is a big thing. Lots of respect for what. Yeah, but I've been out of it for a while. I appreciate that, Double J's. I say. Let's appreciate the ones that are carrying on the cause and stuff like that, because there's some young folk right now. Yeah, I call them young folk. I'm an old fart. But I appreciate those that followed me. I guess that came in afterwards. There's continuing the legacy of the firefighting profession, as well as being in the military. The people that are in the military and stuff like that. My hat's off to them as far as that goes. I'm enjoying life now and stuff like that. I just feel for myself that I have it's my right to enjoy life now, and that's what I'm doing or trying to do. If I don't get caught up in other BS. Let's see. What do we got on WBNG? Do we have anything? Volunteers needed for snapshot of New York project in Tompkins. Oh, let's see what's going on in Tompkins County here. No, that doesn't. No, they don't got a video. That's a read article. We're not going to go there. The American Legion is. Oh, here we go. Let's go with this. This is an article about the American Legion riders. Post 82 hosts Poke Run motorcycle ride for veterans. And what it is this will take place this Sunday at the American Legion Post over there in Endicott to support the veterans. So let's go ahead and bring this one up here. Okay, let's see. We got, there it is. Okay, we got this young lady on WBNG, and we'll see what this one's about.
The American Legion Riders Post 82 are holding a Poker Run motorcycle ride on Sunday, June 29th. Here to tell us all about it is the president of American Legion Riders Post 82, Scott Stevens, and the commander of Post 82, Henry Jaworski Jr. Hello, guys. How are you doing today?
Hi. Good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. So start off, just tell me a little bit about Post 82, kind of the community you got going on there.
Well, there's a lot going on down there. Unfortunately, we did get hit by a windstorm last year, so we're in the middle of repairing things and trying to put it back together. But in the meantime, we hooked up with this guy from the Riders, and we became a team, and we're putting on a ride and trying to get everything out there.
Okay, and where are you guys located?
Down in Endicott, next to UE High School.
Okay. Yeah, right around the corner there. Yep. Okay. So you guys are having a ride, a Poker Run ride. Yes. So first off, tell me what the poker part of it is. I think that's an interesting, I've never heard of it.
When you sign up, when you first come in, you get a card. You pick a card from a deck when you first get there. And then we go for a ride and we stop at 3 separate places. And every time we stop, get a drink or, just stretch your legs and you draw another card. When you get back to our post, we have food, prizes and raffles. You draw your last card, and whoever has the best hand wins, and whoever has the worst hand gets another prize. But
oh, really? So you can still lose and be a winner?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good because I always lose I always lose every card game, so that would be a nice, incentive. And so,
absolutely.
And where is the route? So you have 3 stops, you said. So where does the route? It starts at the post, right?
Starts at the post. We go out 26 all the way to Pennsylvania. We stop at the hayloft and go up through the mountains and back, and we stop at Whitetail. Mm-hmm. And back to the mountains again. We go to Nichols, the Bees, and then came back down the parkway. Mm-hmm. We have, once we get back into Vestal, where the Vestal police is going to pick us up and escort us in across the bridge. Then we have Endicott is going to pick us up out there and escort us in from there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, a little safer.
Yeah. And I want to ask, so you're with the American Legion and you're with the Riders.
Right.
So they work together, or are they kind of like one and the same? How does that work?
Actually, I'm American Legion Riders. It's a separate unit, but it's still part of the Legion.
Okay.
Like a subdivision almost.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's Women's Auxiliary and there's also Sons, and then there's Legion members.
Okay.
And in order to be a rider, you have to be part of that or have somebody in it that you ride with.
Yeah, of course. So every ride that I've learned has a purpose, why you guys are going on the ride. So why are you guys taking this journey?
Every year we do it to benefit the fallen soldiers and the veterans of this area. Last year we sponsored 6 different families through Christmas. Presents for the kids, presents for the families.
Soldiers' homes.
Yes. We donated to the VA homes. Just try to help them out. Nobody wants to go through the holidays,
Yeah.
without any presents for the kids.
Yeah, of course. Can you tell me kind of about the energy and the spirit during these rides? Like what people would expect if they came out to one?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And there's nothing better to watch 30 or 40 motorcycles in a group.
Mhm.
And everybody says, motorcycle gangs are tough and blah, blah, blah. And it's not really true. We're doing it for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, too, is when you see a big group of motorcycles go by, just wait a minute, let it go through. We're all spending our own money. Everybody donates their time, their efforts. And most people spend $50 to $100.
Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of motorcycle groups on the show, and you said they're tough, but they're honestly some of the nicest people that I've ever met. It's like a great community that you guys have going on.
I also play Santa Claus in it.
See, exactly. Come on. And so you kind of talked about you're going to help families, but with the funds raised from this, where are you looking to put them? I know there was wind damage, but you also want to go for the veterans. So what are you guys hoping to put it towards this time?
100% of it goes to the veterans on this one.
Okay.
We also have another ride coming up in August. That is for one of the guys that rides with us. His daughter passed away. We're going to donate the money to Golisano's Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And when that gets closer, we'll do another, segment or something.
Yeah,
To let people
of
know.
course. Yeah, it's always nice to see these groups going out and doing it for a purpose. And I feel like both of these are great rides.
Okay. And a lot of people, there's other groups that do for chow, and they do it for the dog rescues. And there's so many different
There's a
places you
lot.
can go.
Yeah. So if people are looking to possibly join, is there room to join? How could they go about going on this ride with you guys?
Oh, absolutely. It's open to the public.
$20 a driver, $10 a rider.
Yeah.
And anybody can come down, even you.
I know.
Yes.
There's been some convincing to try to get me out. I will someday, or I'll at least come out to the festivities.
We invited the mayor down too, not for the ride, but just to be part of it.
Yeah, and you guys start and you also end at the post. So
Yes,
what kind of things will be going on there?
When we get back, there's going to be food. There's going to be raffle baskets.
Mhm.
We are going to draw numbers for we do a raffle other than what we do at the baskets and stuff. We're doing a smoker, a TV, and $200
Okay.
in a separate raffle, and that will be drawn that day.
All right. So anyone can come out to that and kind
Yeah.
of support as well?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. So if people want to find more information on the upcoming events or this ride coming up, where can they go about doing so?
You can go on the website for the American Legion Post 82. It'll be on there. Be on Facebook
Okay.
under American Legion Rider Post 82.
Or you can call the Legion.
Yes.
Yeah, just call them up, have a conversation.
Yeah,
I
oh,
love
yeah.
these guys.
We'll talk to anybody.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Or come to bingo on Tuesday nights and we'll.
Okay,
Work with
perfect.
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
hey, bingo's a good time. All right, well, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it and have fun at your upcoming ride.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
For those of you who might have missed those details, a Poker Run motorcycle ride will take place on Sunday, June 29th.
Okay, so there's the two gentlemen there talking about a ride that supports the veterans there in Endicott, and I think that's a good thing. That is a good thing, and as far as that goes, and Big Juice is saying, "There you go, Rich. Go to bingo." Yeah, I was thinking about that. They still do bingo. There's not too many private organizations. I mean, my volunteer fire company I belonged to before I went to the Air Force downstate, they used to have Wednesday night bingo, and I used to help out. That was always fun. And at the end, because you helped out, you got to have either an Italian dinner, delivered, or pizza. We had pizza and soda afterwards and stuff like that. That was fun. So. But these guys are doing a very good work as far as helping to support the veterans. We have these throughout the summer. This is one of many that will be taking place here in the southern tier of upstate New York. They're called motorcycle rides. You pay. They have a course Okay, they're going to start in Endicott. They're going to go down to Pennsylvania and then come back up here through Tioga County and back into Endicott and Broome County. And they make a bike ride, and it's like a sort of an unofficial parade, if you will, as far as that goes. And Big Juice says, God, I can only imagine a bike ride through New York State. So beautiful. Yes, it is. It's got some beautiful roads and stuff like that. And don't even get me going about the Catskills and Adirondacks, the mountains up there. It's gorgeous. So, but these are very, very good things. They support the local veterans, and those two gentlemen, they're veterans. They looked a little older. They don't look like they were in the military. They are veterans, and being members of the American Legions there, they sort of indicated that. So they didn't say what branch or anything like that, but the American Legion, as well as the VFW, are veterans organizations that do help out in the community, in various communities, as far as that goes. So that's a good article, or good piece there, as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. What else do we have in WBNG? Oh, Captain Rehab, are you still there? Is Captain Rehab still in the comments there? Is Captain Rehab still here? Captain Rehab, you still there? He's not answering, so he left. There's a football. I just seen a football headline I wanted to bring up. I think you put Captain Rehab to bed, Rich. Oh, did I? Okay. No, there's a football. Well, you know about football. I just saw this. I'm not going to put the article up here, but NFL suspended Justin Tucker for the first 10 weeks of the season. That's almost the whole season right there, for violation of personal conduct policy. This is via the Associate Press 13 hours ago. The 35-year-old became a free agent after the Ravens released him last month. In Aftermath reports he was accused of inappropriate sexual behavior by a massage therapist. Ooh, wow. I think he had a happy ending he shouldn't have had, right? Just saying. So 10 weeks suspended. Wow, that's the whole season just about. It's only an 18-week season now, right? So I know, Big Juice, you follow football, so they'll throw that out there for your consumption there and stuff. I don't know who he is, though, but Justin Tucker. I guess he was the quarterback for the Ravens. Let's see. We have anything else? West Corner man arrested for 16 graffiti incidents. Okay. Okay, that's it for WBNG. Let's see. WAAL, the classic rock here in Binghamton. What do we got over there? Anything? No, nothing there. And then let's see. Channel 34 out of, let's see. Thammer says, how's the corn farm around? Oh, you know what, Thammer? During the summer, the corn is this high. It's going to be knee high. I'm going to have to get some pictures of the cornfield. We are growing corn. I forgot. I used to do corn reports. The 15 acres back here, along with my 1 3/4, you might as well say 2 acres of property back here. So that's like 17 acres back here in the backyard. The corn is this high. It's at least a foot high. It popped up. They planted it a few weeks ago. So the corn is growing good, Thammer. Thank you for bringing that up. The corn is going good. And I'll take some pictures this weekend and of the cornfield in the back and present it on Monday's broadcast. Thank you for bringing that up, Thammer. That's good. I used to do audio broadcasts on the corn. I called it the Corn Report. And Rich, you should come on over to Ohio. I'll take you to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, You're 15 minutes away. You know, I'll have to. That's on the bucket list there, Big Juice. Because I think driving from here to Ohio, Canton, Ohio, I think it's about a 4-hour drive for me. Maybe I think I'm not sure. I'd have to check the map there. But if I ever do that, I will be. I'll be seeking you out and stuff. I have yet to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I grew up in New York State, and I haven't been to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's like an hour and a half up the road, as far as that goes. And that's peanuts. Get on your bike. I don't have. If you're saying bike, motorcycle, I don't have a motorcycle anymore. I used to have one. And Thammer says Ohio, yeah, Ohio, Buckeye State. That's a good state. A little flat, okay, but it's still a good state. I like Ohio's a great state. There's some good people in Ohio, and Indiana also. I don't know. Do Ohio? I know Ohio doesn't get along with Michigan. Michigan doesn't get along with Ohio. Does Ohio get along with Indiana? In Illinois, you can throw them to Illinois. Well, Chicago. Chicago is. Illinois' governor, he's just he's like a bonehead like our New York State governor here. I'm not a fan of either one of them. Let's see here. What do we got on Channel 34? We already talked about the motorcycle. Is this another one? No, they have another. They're talking about another bike ride. Martin defeats mayor. And let's see, what's Big Juice saying? You would love it. It's brand new stadium, new team shop, and everything. Yeah, that's on my bucket list as far as that. The Baseball Hall of Fame, but also the Football Hall of Fame and stuff like that. Those are two good sports that I should at least visit them. My younger brother, when he was alive, he used to razz me saying, "You live right down the road from the Baseball Hall of Fame, and Canton, Ohio is right there." He's been to both. He loved them. He's a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, and he was a New York Mets fan. And let's see, Thammer says, I know only Columbus City and Cleveland. Canton, Ohio. That's where you got Canton, Ohio. That's where the Football Hall of Fame is, Thammer, as far as that goes. And then Cooperstown is the Baseball Hall of Fame. Cooperstown, New York. Canton, Ohio. They're two important sports cities, I guess you could say. Well, Cooperstown isn't really a city. It's more like a town, basically. It's a nice area up there, Cooperstown. And let's see. Big Juice says they even have a Ferris wheel. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm right there then. A Ferris wheel. Cool. Oh, that's good. Let's see. What do we else? We have anything else on? I don't think there's anything else on. No, that's 3 days ago. We don't want to do 3 days ago news. It's okay. Let's go out to WENY. Let's see. Anything out there? This is out in Elmira. And we don't have anything. It's just nothing. It's just, let's see, Channel 18 news. And there's nothing going on there. Penny Saver. Nothing there. WKGB. Nothing there. Nothing. Tornado destroys New York home. Claims. Oh, wow. That's sad. That's out of KISS 104. But nothing else. The same as Whale and WNBF. Let's see. Up in the Buffalo area. I'm not seeing anything there. So. Oh, here's something. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Let's check this one out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Thamer said, speaking of Ferris wheels, the biggest roller coasters are beginning to build next to me in Six. Oh, you got a Six Flags in Riyadh? Really? Oh, that's interesting. I got to visit Riyadh just for that. I love Six Flags. I haven't been there in years. I think the last time I was at a Six Flags was before I came into service. And there's one up in the Rochester area there and stuff like that. So, hey, what do you think, Big Juice? You and me, we hop on a plane, we go over to Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Thamer can be our tour guide at the Six Flags there, as far as that goes. Thanks for the tip, Thamer, but I'm taking Rich to Cedar Point. Okay, whatever Cedar Point is. It's called the Quintet Project. Look it up. Okay, we'll have to look. Okay, let's see. Let me look at that up. Let's see. Thamer's telling me to look something up, so let's look it up. And then we'll get to the article here. Oh, this is what you're talking about, Thamer, right here, right? You're talking about this right here. Welcome to Six Flags. There it is. That's what Thamer is talking about. And there's Thamer says, yeah, that's pretty impressive. Let's see what they got. Wow, look at that. That's quite the webpage there. That looks. There's a lot of activity. That's a spread out area down there. Wow, there we go. There's the park. Whoa, look at that. Oh man. You survived that roller coaster. You qualify for the space program, my folks. That's a loop-to-loop. Wow. That's unreal right there. Holy criminy. That's quite the park there, Thamer. Look at this setup. Wow. And I take it these are hotels back here. Look how big this place is. That's freaking huge, Thamer. Holy criminy. That's got to be one of the largest. It's a mega project, he says. It's a mega project, yeah. So those are still, it hasn't been built yet. Those are just artistic conceptions of as far as what it's going to look like. I take it. Mega project, he's saying. That's something. Home to 5 record. Okay, so it's a park that's still going, but it has a world record. Home to 5 record-breaking rides. Wow, that's unreal. Endless adventures. There's what it looks like on the roller coaster. Oh my god, the water slide. I don't think I do the water slide. Okay, Rich goes to this. No, I'm not going to ride no, I'm not a fan of Disney, Big Juice. I'd go to this. I'd go to this park before I go to Disney, because then I'd be seeing another country I've never been in. I'd be able to see go to Riyadh, and I'd be able to see Saudi Arabia. Go to Disney. I'm going where? To Florida? Nah, no, or even California. Nah, I'm not going to California anytime soon. I'd be more apt to jump on an airplane, go fly to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and check out this park. As far as that goes, okay, we've seen enough of the screaming guy. So that's quite the place, Thamer. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Six Flags in Qiddiya City. Did I say that right? Let me see. How do you pronounce that? Let's see. Let's see how we can pronounce that. Let's see what Google says on how do you say that city's name? Google, can you tell us? Qdia City. Qdia City. Okay. So that's what it is. Six Flags at Qdia City. So thank you, Thamer. That's I'm impressed with that. That's freaking high class right there, my friend. I like that. Let's see. Big Jew says, okay, there you go. You go to Saudi and tell me. No, you're going to come along with me. You're going to get on the airplane with me, my friend. And Thamer says it's about 10 kilometers from me. Okay, that's 6 miles. That's close. Do you hang out there a lot? That'd be a good hangout place there. Let's see. Okay, Rich, look up Cedar Point. Okay, let's look up Cedar Point. Seeing that I'm looking up places and stuff. I looked up the one for Thamer. Let me look up. I usually do this with who is it with? Let's see. Let's look at Cedar Point with Captain Rehab. Okay, here's Cedar Point. We're looking up Cedar Point. There's Cedar Point. Okay, let me drop my camera here and we'll see what Cedar Point. Let's first of all look at the map. Where's Cedar Point? Oh, that's on the shores of Ohio there, okay? So there's Cleveland. Yep, there it is. That's the town right there. Sandusky, right there. Cedar Point's out there. Okay, so it's like a. Okay, so we got that there. Oh, what happened? Bring it up again. Cedar. Oh, this is what. Oh, there's a park at Cedar Park. Let's check this one out here. There's Cedar Point. Okay. That's an amusement park too. Look at those. Look at that. Oh, there's the Ferris wheel you're talking about. Okay. Let me look up Cedar Park Amusement Park. Cedar Park Point Amusement. Oh, here we go. Here's their page. Cedar Point. What's this go? Ride experiences. Okay, we don't want that. Let's go back. Oh. So they've got a water park. They got the thing there. They're Siren's Curse. There's a wow. That looks like a pretty. All these turns and twisties there and stuff like that. Let's see. Thamer says, I will definitely get season tickets anytime I get hot by the. I do like the screaming guy jumping on the water. Yeah, screaming guy. That's what I'm calling him. He's the screaming guy over there at the park. When I come over there, I want to meet the screaming guy, Thamer. That's funny. That's funny. But this is Cedar. This is another park here. Group events. It looks like that looks pretty nice. Okay. Very good there, Big Juice. I like Cedar Point. Cedar Park Amusement. Let's see. Why is Cedar Point famous? Cedar Point is famous for being America's roller coaster, a title it earned during the impressive collection of roller coasters and other thrills. It's also known as a beautiful location in Lake Erie Peninsula and is overall atmosphere, fun and excitement. That's the key words there, folks. Fun and excitement as far as that goes. So, We don't want that. We want this. There we go. Let's see. Big Juice says, no, I was talking about the Ferris wheel at the Pro. Well, you said Cedar Point. Let's go to, oh, you want me to look up Hall of Fame? Okay, let me look up the Hall of Fame. You meant that, you said Cedar Point, so look up Cedar Point. Now you want me to look up Hall of Fame. Let's see. Let's see, Hall of Fame. Let's see, Ferris wheel. Let's see. Soaring 125 feet over Canton, what it's like atop the Hall of Fame Village Red Zone wheel. So you're talking about this Ferris wheel. You're talking about that Ferris wheel, Canton, right? Hey, Liberty. Good morning, Patriot there, and good morning to the missus from Liberty. Thank you for the American flags there, Liberty. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so you're talking about this Ferris wheel. So that's at Canton as far as that goes. And I think there's a video. Let's see what the video says. There's no music. There it is. There's the red zone. That is big. Hall of Fame Village. See, when you come to Canton, Ohio to visit there, Hammer, you can see the Football Hall of Fame and all that. That's a little windy up there. And there it is. There it is, as far as the Ferris wheel there in Canton, Ohio. Let's see, who's got the best potatoes, Ohio or Idaho? Ooh, that's a tough one there. I'm not sure. I like them both, really. Let's see. Well, Ohio is the Buckeye state, and I never had a Buckeye before. Oh, okay. There we go. Liberty to say, I'll stick with laughing in the dark. There we go. We're just clowning around here because I appreciate you guys telling me to go to because these are interesting places. This is an interesting end. I think we're going to be at the end here. We're over 2 hours now. So, because I don't think I have anything else. Oh no, I did have one article. What was the article? Where's the article? Let's end with this one. Let's see. This is from 106.5 WYRK. It's an article talking about the almanac, the Farmer's Almanac. When is July going to be? Let's see. Does that line up? Yeah. Old Farmer's Almanac. July will be hot and wet in New York State. So what's that all about? Let's check it out. According to the article, the Old Farmer's Almanac is calling for temperatures to be around 3 degrees warmer than normal for the month of July here in New York State. We will also have around 2 more inches of precipitation than normal. The nicest week of the month looks like it's going to be the week of July 16th. July 16th. The 60-day forecast on the Old Farmer's Almanac. Let me shut that off. Is calling well above average temperatures. Temperatures are expected to average out around 77 degrees, which is around 3 degrees warmer than normal. The nicest day in July here in New York State will be the 17th, 18th, and 19th, where it will be sunshine, but it will be cooler than normal. July weather predictions for eastern New York. It looks like July will be rainy and warm in the eastern part of the state. The average temperature will be 72 degrees, which is 2 degrees warmer than normal. It looks like will be rain for most of the month as well. The nicest day again, July will be July 5th through the 8th. I thought they said the 16th. And let's see, you can check out, let's see what this page is. Is that the Farmer's Almanac? Is this the Farmer's Almanac page? Okay, disregard that. So, what's going on here? Am I stalled out? I'm stalled out. Okay. Okay. I know what I did. I got to go backwards. No, I don't. Okay. So there we have it. The Farmer's Almanac, the weather that's expected here in July. Okay, we're back. So that's from that was from WYRK 106.5. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with that country radio station up there in the Buffalo area. It's Buffalo's number one for new country, that is, as far as what they say. So they give them a plug. So we got that one out. The other one, Power 93.7. No, nothing there. They have the same article. So there we have it. I guess we're at the end of another broadcast here, folks. I can clear out all these tabs here. And let's see. Let's see. We already got that one from Liberty. Let's see. We did get a good rain yesterday. Yeah, we got some rain down here too, Liberty. Liberty coming in from the Buffalo, the Niagara Buffalo region. That's where, I don't know if you listen to that country channel there, Liberty. And there's Deplorable saying good morning. Deplorable still with us. And Liberty they say thunderstorms today. Yep, we're supposed to get that. It's going to be cooler, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and cool. We'll have the windows open. Yeah, windows open. Air conditioning taking it. Are the air conditioners taking a day off today? They are. Okay, there we have it. The missus has spoken. And Deplorable saying, Liberty saying good morning to Deplorable. Very humid up there, though. Really, I haven't felt. It's nice and cool right now.
It's humid here. It's so cool, you don't.
Well,
It's humid. It's humid. It's like a 70%.
I'm not feeling any humid.
No, because it's so cool. It's only
Okay. It's 64 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're that cold? You need a blanket?
No, I'm folding it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not cold. It's like, this feels great.
Oh, okay. The missus there she's already ready to go and stuff for the day and stuff. So, but it's nice and cool right now. This window's closed right now because I don't like the noise going on. There's noise that comes from the main street, but we have the back window open. It's nice and cool. It's actually 73 degrees in the house and it's 64 outside. What's that?
I gotta do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm wrapping up right now. Yeah. Liberty says the missus, she is wise. Yes, she is.
Save on that damn electric bill.
What's that?
Save on that dang electric bill.
Yeah, well, yeah, as far as the electric and stuff like that. So, let's see. I don't see any. I'm curious because I'm looking more and more as far as that goes. Let's see. Liberty says 71 degrees here, going to rain in an hour. Okay. And then Big Jew says out his way, which actually Oh no, Deplorable out there in northwestern Pennsylvania, and then right next to where Deplorable is, Big Juice is in Ohio, and he says scattered thunderstorms. So Big Juice usually gets the weather that we get here, where Deplorable's at and where I'm at. It comes to the east, so he's got scattered thunderstorms here in Ohio with rain. And amen. Yeah, cools things down. Yeah, we could use some rain. No problem there. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, and we're going to get our day started. I want to say thank you in the chat. We've been on for what, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. I want to say thank you very much to the following people that are in the chat here. Thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl. The Deplorable, thank you for being here, my friend, coming in from northwestern Pennsylvania there, he camps here in New York. Thank you, Deplorable. Thank you, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much for taking part in the chat. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. Tony D was here. Thank you, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster there. Thank you, Tony. And we had, going down the list, we had Laura. Laura was in here, coming in from Norway. Thank you, Laura. Greatly appreciate there. We also had Double J's. Double J's was in the house. Thank you, Double J's, for being here. Always welcome, my friend. Love your input, too, as far as that goes. And let's see, going down the list. Had a lot of good conversation here in the chat. I appreciate Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab, coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Thank you for being here, Captain Rehab, and your contributions in the chat there. Greatly appreciated. Big Juice was here. Thank you, Big Juice. Steve, coming in from the Buckeye State, just next door to us here in New York. And let's see, who else do we have? We had Liberty. Liberty was here, coming in from the Niagara Buffalo area. Thank you, Liberty, and thank you for the flags, and thank you for the flag Deplorable on the Rumble. Love the flags. Love the American flags. They're always welcome in this broadcast. And I think that puts it down to the end there. And Double J says, great weekend. You have a great weekend too, Double J. Thank you again. Appreciate it, my friend. And then Big Juice says, Rich has to get a Saudi. Not anytime soon there. Not anytime soon. And thank you again for the flag there, Deplorable. Thank you. I love the American flag. That's such a great emoji. And this is a great emoji. We love Rumble. And see that? Oh, let me show you something here. You'll like this, Deplorable. Let me show you this. The overall stats as we end right now. I'm not going to show the live chat, but there it is. Rumble has 7. Folks. Locals has 1. YouTube, nothing. Twitch has. See what I tell you? Rumble comes through for a total of 11 folks there ending the broadcast. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to have to use that more. I like that. And later, Liberty is saying, have a great day, everyone. Everybody be safe. Appreciate that. And let's see. And Big Juice says, let me shut that. That's a little too loud here. I'm not sure how. Go enjoy your walk in the rain, Rich. I don't know. We've taken this week off all week. I don't think we're going to go anymore. We might just take today off the whole week. What the hell? It's a vacation. So we're going to get our day started here. And like I said, I appreciate you all in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And you all have a great weekend. And the folks that were listening in the broadcast, sitting back, thank you very much for that. Thank you for the replay views. And also thank you for the listens over there on Spotify for creators. On Spotify. Thank you very much. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, at Fireman Rich over there on X, also here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios. And you all have a great one wherever you may be today. We made it to the weekend, folks. Enjoy. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thank you again, everyone in chat. No, I don't think so. No. This is the outro. The other outro, that was from the iPad Mini. But this is the outro from Rumble Studios that we usually do. I just noticed that. I was having so much fun laughing with you all. So have a great one, guys. Again, God bless. Be safe. Have a great weekend. And we'll be doing something during the weekend here. We'll be broadcasting some gaming or something like that. But you guys all enjoy. Again, thank you very much. And ciao for now.